Hello and welcome to Tuesday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30. More than 300 people work at the Ambrosia factory in Lifton.
Good evening. There are concerns for jobs in Devon tonight after one of its most traditional businesses was put up for sale. Premier Foods, which owns the Ambrosia factory at Lifton, has announced it's in talks to sell the brand, which supports 300 jobs and just last year had its centenary in the village.
The uncertainty over the factory's future comes just a week after the Bardon Corporation announced it would be closing its Plymouth factory within the next 2 years, with a loss of 350 jobs there. Well, our reporter Jackie Bird is in Lifton for us tonight. Jackie, this must have come as a real shock in such a small community there. Elsewhere tonight, the Ministry of Defence says it is still committed to working with the shipbuilder Babcock, which has one of its main yards in Plymouth.
The Chief Constable of Dorset Police has told ITV News his concern the force may soon only be able to provide the most basic services to the most vulnerable people.
The Foreign Secretary says he has personally spoken to the United Arab Emirates Crown Prince about the case of an Exeter man who has been accused of spying. Matthew. Now, next on this evening's programme, protesters fighting to save a leisure centre in Exeter are stepping up their campaign this evening. The City Council voted to close the Clifton Hill Sports Centre earlier this year after it suffered snow damage to its roof.
Users of the leisure centre are worried the site, which also includes a golf driving range and a ski slope, could now be sold. Richard Lawrence joins us live outside the council meeting for us. Richard, an issue protesters feel extremely strongly about. West Country farmer and president of the NFU, Minette Batters, has said a no Brexit would be catastrophic for the farming industry.
She made the comments to a parliamentary committee this morning. Her comments come as Downing Street has confirmed a special cabinet meeting tomorrow to discuss a draft Brexit agreement. Our political correspondent David Wood is live in Westminster for us this evening. David, first of all, what else did the NFU president warn about this morning?
Now you're watching ITV News here in the West Country. There's plenty more still to come on tonight's programme, including...
And the ITV News continues with the national and the international stories at 6:30. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details. But next on our programme, the so-called Aussie flu was a major problem in Somerset at the start of this year, putting even more pressure on already stretched NHS services.
One of those who suffered with it was Carol Packer, who received treatment in Taunton. So what are health and social care communities doing to face the challenges of winter flu this season? David Woodland has the report.
Quick bit of sports news for you now, because Rugby and Exeter Chiefs have confirmed the signing of the Scotland and the British and Irish Lions fullback Stuart Hogg for next season. The 26-year-old has...
Now, the first stage has been completed in an ambitious project to heat part of the iconic Sea Pool in Penzance.
Engineers have tapped into hot water nearly a mile underground, which will reach temperatures of 35 degrees Celsius for pool users. It's a major transformation for the Lido, which has been running for more than 80 years. Steve Hardy has the story.
He's not wrong. That would be like a bath, wouldn't it? It'd be
quite
lovely.
Fun if it's cold and wet outside.
Yeah.
You're nice and warm. Yeah, look forward to that. Now, His Royal Highness Prince Charles is turning 70 tomorrow, and in celebration of the occasion, some of the very best names in magic, music and comedy have put on a birthday party for him, to be shown on ITV tonight at 8 o'clock.
Well, we sent Ashna Hurrynag along to catch up with the stars, and just a warning for you that there are some flashing images even in Ashna's report. So you can see that tonight at 8.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Now, Exmoor National Park is one of the best known places to marvel at the stars. In fact, it is Europe's first dark sky reserve.
And to find out more, our weather presenter Charlie Powell went out in the wilds of Exmoor to discover what the national park has to offer when the sun goes down. Lovely, doesn't it? Charlie's live on Exmoor for us tonight on Haddon Hill. Charlie, I guess the question is it stargazing weather tonight? Charlie, thank you very much. Now, just before we go, here's a reminder of the main headline here in the West Country this evening. And that's it from us this evening. I'll be back with the late news at the usual time of 10:30.
Now, though, we'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. Whatever you're doing, have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye.